is the feeling we get in the presence of something vast that challenges our understanding of the world, like looking up at millions of stars in the night sky or marveling at the birth of a child. When people feel awe, they may use other words to describe the experience, such as wonder, amazement, surprise, or transcendence. We often think about awe in response to rare and intense events, such as viewing a sunrise over the Grand Canyon or watching Olympians break world records. But awe is also found in the everyday, watching the leaves of a ginkgo tree change from green to yellow, or seeing a stranger give food to a homeless person. We can experience awe in response to a country walk, other people's kindness, an impressive building, or even when watching fascinating YouTube videos. And then there are the rarer, bucket list type experiences, such as singing with thousands of fans at a football match or seeing the Northern Lights. Though different scientists have tried to explain awe, it remains a complex, elusive, and little understood universal emotion. It's largely considered to be psychological but causes physical impacts, such as goosebumps, shivers down our spine, and changes in heart rate. Awe is the feeling of being in the presence of something vast that transcends your understanding of the world. Early in human history, awe was reserved for feelings toward divine beings, like the spirits that Greek families believed were guarding over their fates. In 1757, a revolution in our understanding of awe began thanks to Irish philosopher Edmund Burke. In a philosophical inquiry into the origin of our ideas of the sublime and beautiful, Burke detailed how we feel the sublime, awe, not just during religious ritual or in communion with God, but in everyday perceptual experiences, hearing thunder, being moved by music, seeing repetitive patterns of light and dark. Awe was to be found in daily life. Awe experiences may bring with them a host of physiological, psychological, and social effects. For example, studies have found that feelings of awe can be accompanied by heart rate changes, goosebumps, and the sensation of chills, and there is some evidence that awe may even decrease markers of chronic inflammation. When it comes to psychological effects, studies have found that awe can create a diminished sense of self, an effect known as the small self, give people the sense that they have more available time, increase feelings of connectedness, increase critical thinking and skepticism, increase positive mood, and decrease materialism. Awe also seems to change our perception of time, with research showing that those who experience awe agreed more strongly with statements suggesting that time is plentiful than did people induced to feel happiness. Little is known about the neurological mechanisms that underlie the awe experience. One small study found differences in two types of brain waves theta and beta between people who did and did not experience awe while in simulated spaceflight. Functional magnetic resonance imaging will likely be another fertile way to look at how awe affects different parts of the brain. Awe is a unique emotional state comprising 8 to 10 positive feelings triggered by encountering novel stimuli that challenge the familiar. Awe involves 5 processes linked to well-being: shifts in neurophysiology, a diminished focus on the self, increased pro-social relationality, greater social integration, and a heightened sense of meaning. Awe fosters optimism, connection, and well-being while reducing anxiety, depression, and social rejection. It reshapes one's self-perception, promotes pro-social actions, strengthens the sense of connection to humanity, and deepens individual feelings of meaning. One of the most reliable ways to experience awe, Dr. Keltner found, was in the simple act of witnessing the goodness of others. When we see others doing small gestures, like walking an older person across the street, we start feeling better and are also more likely to perform good deeds. However, goodness in others is often overlooked, Dr. Keltner noted. Our public discourse and academic discourse sort of forgets about how much good people can and want to do, he said. Mindfulness helps us focus and lessens the power of distractions. If you work on mindfulness, awe will come. And some studies show that people who are meditating and praying also experience more awe. So spending time slowing down, breathing deeply and reflecting, on top of their own benefits, have the added advantage of priming us for awe. We teach children how to measure and how to weigh. We fail to teach them how to revere, how to sense wonder and awe. Two things fill the mind with ever new and increasing admiration and awe, the more often and steadily we reflect upon them, the starry heavens above me and the moral law within me. What is sacred is what is worthy of our reverence, what evokes awe and wonder in the human heart, and what, when contemplated, transforms us utterly. God created an awesome world. God intentionally loaded the world with amazing things to leave you astounded. The carefully air-conditioned termite mound in Africa, the tart crunchiness of an apple, the explosion of thunder, the beauty of an orchid, the interdependent systems of the human body, the inexhaustible pounding of the ocean waves, and thousands of other created sights, sounds, touches, and tastes, God designed all to be awesome. And He intended you to be daily amazed. It's wrong not to be in awe of what God created, but it's even more deeply wrong when you can look at created glory without remembering God.